Hi! Today is Halloween. I'm not a big Halloween girly, actually. I'm a big fall girly. Not so much Halloween. We are gonna do our makeup and just add something fun to it. So I'll explain a little bit more. But we're not really doing a Halloween look, even though I am gonna be wearing this trick-or-treating later. But we're gonna go through our October favorites. So, and how cute. A lot of them are orange. The whole video is just vibey. We got a little coffee. Got our little basket of faves. I already started with some of these because I already did my skincare way earlier when I got out of the shower. These are supposed to be used together, and I've had a couple brands send me some skincare. I'm not a skincare girly. I just don't the makeup knowledge kind of comes naturally to me. Skincare, whole different ball game. So I'm learning, and my skin has been garbage the last year, and I don't know why. So I've seen a huge difference after I've started really consistently using these things. I don't know if I'm using certain things the correct way, but I know what I'm doing is working. So that's why we're here. These are both from Abib. This is the dark spot pad and the dark spot serum. And I go in with the pad. By the way, this packaging is honestly everything. And it came with little tweezers to pull the pad out. I lost them. Go me. So I do that, and they're super wet, super saturated. And I'll take the pad all over my face and then just kind of let it dry, soak in really well. And then I'll go on top with the serum. And these are things that I usually use at night. And then I'll go on top with the rice probiotics overnight mask, also from Abib. And it is so weird. It's a thick jelly, and it helps so much with my skin being so dry, but it does leave a sticky feeling a little. It's not one that bothers me, actually. So usually that type of thing really bothers me, but this one, it's tolerable. And I feel like it's helping my skin heal. So I love the three of these as my nighttime skincare. But another brand that I had gotten some skincare from, and I don't know if I'm saying this name right, it's a Korean skincare brand, which, why are their things so much better? I feel like I've used so many random products and I've never seen actual results. And maybe I'm just using the wrong things and just not, I don't know. But this is the brand Sewn by Me, and this is the Miracle Toner and the Miracle Cream. These are AHA, BHA, and I don't know if those are too, the Abib ones. So I don't know if I'm using these the right way or overdoing it with those things. But these we're actually going to go ahead and use now, just so you can kind of see. Let me just tuck my hair out of the way. But I just take a little cotton pad and I go in with the toner first. And this actually is really beautiful under makeup, but even just by itself, on a no makeup day, or a day when like you were just planning on wearing like maybe a mascara or like a gloss, like just something like so minimal, it leaves like that glass skin effect, and it's very hydrating. And one thing that I've really struggled with like this past, it's been over a year, like almost a year and a half since my skin has been so bad, is that everything burns my skin. Like I can't even use a lot of products because it hurts so bad. This does not do that. And the Abib one does not do that either, which is why I've been able to stick with them. And I really like them. These together just give like that really beautiful, like it's dried down, but like I just have that, like the glass skin, the glow from within. And it looks a little more aggressive on camera just because of the ring light right here. But in person, it looks so natural. So then I'll go right on top with the Miracle Cream. And this is like my favorite way to kind of hydrate under my makeup. I don't even know if this... It is somewhat moisturizing, it says, but that's not, I don't think, like its main thing that it's for. But it just makes my skin feel really supple, and I absolutely love these. Love them. I have everything linked below, and this honorable mention is also by Sewn by Me. It's their Airfit sunscreen. It is broad spectrum, SPF 50. It has a little bit of that like greasy feel to it, but not much. But I have a really big issue with sunscreens, just using them on my face, because everything irritates my eyes, and I don't put them near my eyes or on my eyes or anything. And just like the fumes, I guess, of the sunscreen, it burns, and then my eyes are watering all day long. It's donezo for the day. Moving on, this is not like something new. This was just like a rediscovery of something glorious. You know when you just like come back to a product and it just kind of gives you literally everything, and you're like, why did I stop using you? Confused? The Poreless Putty Primer. Don't know why. Well, I have a little speculation. I think now that my skin is a little drier just because of this time of year, it's just working a little better for me. When I was using it, like when I stopped, it was summertime, and I just think it was too slippery to use when like we would be outside, or like going to a park, or like the air show, the pool, stuff like that, where like we're, you know, doing things all day outside and we're sweating our butts off. It's reactivating that shit, and then it's all in my wrinkles, my fine lines, and it was not cute. So now that like it's colder outside, my skin's drier, it's working perfectly. So love that. She can stay for just a little while longer until she does me dirty again. Then she's gotta go. This, I don't even think I told you what this is. This is the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. What are they called? The Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. This is in Fair Pale, which I am. And I swore I was not. That's another story. Anyways, I've been doing makeup lessons. And let me go ahead and grab my brush. I really like to use this brush with it, by the way. You see how like dense and like it's very skinny? It is the perfect shape for this. This blends out like a freaking dream. It does have a little bit of coverage to it. It's a cream product, so. But it is stunning, and it's actually really helping me learn what is my shade. And that it's okay to not be like crazy bronzed. Because I do that. I'm just heavy-handed. And I'm not afraid of like bold makeup. So I'm very delusional about what is actually my correct color. Like, look at that. Like, you just stamp it in. It blends like nothing. There's no effort to it at all. And it just looks so beautiful and so smooth. Clean up the edge a little. So natural. Like, I could not love this more. And this pan is huge and it's gonna last for so long. I feel like almost no product comes off on my brush when I use it. I'm getting sidetracked. I've been doing makeup lessons and I'm doing them in person, obviously, if you're near me, or virtually, just because like everybody learns things online now. So, and essentially I'm just doing like, you know, for the everyday girly, or the girls who just like love makeup and just maybe want to like, that's beautiful. Maybe they want to learn a new technique or learn how to use a certain type of product. There's a lot of people who just like will buy something because they heard it was really good. A lot of people love it and then they feel like they're not using it correctly, or they never even tried to use it because they took it home. They're like, well, I don't even know where to start. So I am doing just really casual, and it's just a literal get ready with me. We both just bring our makeup bags and sit down and we just go through a makeup routine. Like, ask me any questions you want. Do you want to, you know, learn how to do a specific look or a specific technique, or just do you want my feedback on like, hey, this is, you know, how I do my makeup every day. Is that correct? Or, you know, this is something that I have in my routine, whether it's a technique or a product, and it's just not like, why doesn't it turn out right? You know, what's the deal? And I can just, you know, I can cater it to you for your skin tone, your skin type, your preferences, your budget, all of those things, and show you according to your facial structure where things are supposed to go, and just kind of help you to learn, because I promise you that anybody can do makeup. Once I like show you like, this is how you would map it out, and then you're like, oh, I've never thought of it that way. Whatever. Very casual. I was doing a makeup lesson and my client, she literally gave this to me. She's like, I don't really like it. And she's like, I'm not going to use it. So like, you can have it. So first off, love her for that, because that was so sweet. And I ended up finding one of my absolute favorite products that I think I've ever used. It's been a long time since I've been this blown away by a product. It took me a long time to get to the point of that. I will leave some information below if you want to book a lesson with me. And like I said, these are very casual. This is like for, not necessarily for like a pro or to learn how to do really intricate things. This is for like the everyday girly, just like wanting some tips and tricks and things that, the tips and tricks that you might be interested in, but you know, maybe you don't have the time or the patience to you know, sift through a bunch of tutorials to try to piece together information to figure out what's going to work for you personally. I can just give you that information. And then we're doing it together. So if you're like, hey, I still don't like how this looks, or then I can correct you and be like, no, this is why we want to do it like this, and you know, all those things. So you can ask questions. We're learning. It's very fun. Super casual, sitting in our cozy clothes, playing with makeup. Like, nothing gets better than that. So if you want to book, I'd love to get ready with you. I'll leave all of that information down below. So this, a 12 out of 10, honestly, for me. It's too good. Another fave, of course, is orange. I'm obsessed with this, and I think I call it pumpkin blush because that is the specific orange that I mean. It needs to be like orange, not coral, not peach, straight up pumpkin orange, which is fitting for today. This is the shade Gorge Orange from e.l.f. And I really go freaking ham with this color. And this is obviously meant for like very deep skin tones. I am not afraid of like a blush, so I'll use the darker ones. Only because, like, you know, this shade too is exactly what I was looking for. Like, when you start to go lighter, they turn into like a coral or like more of a peach, and that's not what I really wanted. So let's find my brush. So you're using a new one, and I'm just gonna tap it in. I like to keep the darkest part up really high and back towards my hairline, and then I'll work my way down as there is less product on the brush. And you saw how dark that was, and I used quite a few dots, but it really isn't like, these blend out so easily if you just keep blending, you know, you're gonna get somewhere good. Like, don't freak out right away and think that you've ruined everything. Just try to keep blending, and it's beautiful. Like, that is stunning. I'm gonna use more. I love this blush so much. And it's just crazy because we used to stay away from anything that was the color orange, just because you didn't want to look orange. Like you had a wonky tan or something. But now here I am adding the literal color orange to my face. And there's almost none on my brush, but I'm just kind of hitting my forehead. I love it so much. I love this color. It is my favorite thing. And so I'll take my sponge and just go over the edges, and everything just kind of blends together. The next thing, and you're gonna think I'm absolutely bananas, it's not a new product, not by any means, but it's new to me because I've never tried it, which I feel like is honestly a crime. I should go to jail. The Mercier translucent powder. Now, I'm a ride or die for my Maybelline Fit Me, and she never does me wrong. So I've never tried anything else, especially one that's like, who knows how many times the price of the Maybelline one. So I just decided, like, let's just try it. And I love it. I love it so much. There's just something about it. know if it's just a little more finely milled than the Maybelline one, but the way that it gives a blur to the skin and a really beautiful just smoothness. Even my husband noticed. He was like, I love that look. Like, it just looks so smooth and flawless. And I was like, oh, it's that expensive powder. But honestly, for such a big container and with it being a powder, I think that, you know, this is going to last you a while. So it doesn't feel as expensive as I think. Because I'm just heavy-handed with everything. And sometimes I just get like a wild hair up my ass and I want to experiment. And so I'll be mixing stuff and like destroying stuff and whatever. And I'm just like, I don't want to do that with like something that's like $50. You know, she's a beaut. And it really is like, it's just so smoothing. I mean, like, seriously, the difference there is crazy. Next favorite is the e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel. This is everything. I love the brow lift from them. But if it gets wet, like if you're sweating at all, it just melts, you know? And this does not do that. So if like there could be a combination of the two of them, that would be like my biggest dream, honestly. I have no brows, so I obviously like draw them on, and I need my brow hairs to be in a very specific place, which is slicked straight up. The Laura Mercier Caviar sticks, and I've used the matte ones before. I love the shade Cocoa, and I use it as like a brown smoky liner. But I found a couple new shades that I really love. This one is Wild Rose. And it just literally fell out. How rude. Okay. And it's like a very pinky, like it's a rose gold. They're just so creamy. Like they just blend out like nothing. Like I feel like this is like a little body glow, like on the high points of your collarbones, and then you just rub it in, would be stunning. And this color is rose gold, which I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like Wild Rose is more of a rose gold. Maybe I'm crazy, but it's definitely more pink, and this one's more of like an orangey champagne. But like, look how beautiful that glow is. And they're so easy just to like pop right here in the inner corner. Using them to highlight down the center of my face. It doesn't disrupt the makeup underneath. I can get a really precise line down the center of my nose. These are beautiful. As an eyeshadow, obviously across your eye, that's typically not the vibe that I go for like eyeshadows, because I either want like full matte or like glitter like this. This like in between kind of sheen is just not for me. But for like, I just use it on the face and it's beautiful. So I love those. But another favorite that I wanted to share, this is a new obsession, is the just the normal wispies. There's something about these that I love on my eye shape because my eyes are so round, and these don't really have like a winged out effect to them. They're kind of almost the same length all the way across, so it gives like that lash extension kind of look, if that makes sense. So I've really been loving those, and it's so nice like when you find a lash that works for you. Like, I've been looking and trying all different ones, and like they're all just not totally right, if that makes sense. Well, actually, these are the faux mink wispies. That's why I like them, because these are the normal wispies. The faux mink wispies are really, really beautiful. That's all the October favorites, and I'll see you in November.